To lose weight for the holidays or just to stay healthy, nothing seems to be working except frustration. The wait is over. Order your organic detox tea and resolution drops from the Weight and start feeling better by shedding pounds. Not all detox systems are the same. Listen to those who have used the tea with fantastic results. Visit her website, totallifechanges.com/4219711 to get all the information you need to feeling better. Drink 2 cups a day, and you too can lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Call today, 954-696-8330, and listen to testimonials about proper weight loss using the tea. Ask about the opportunity to earn $50,000 by Christmas with a Total Life Changes business opportunity. Call today, 954-696-8330, and change your life today. The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Alexandra Bello Productions presents Artistic Times Radio with Alexandra Bello, covering art events, museums, festivals, and music. We have interviews of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more. Learn about South Florida happenings and discover art firsthand while enjoying red carpets, fashion shows, and press conferences from the hand of our host, Alexandra Bello. Tune in on WNN 1470 every Tuesday night at 7:30 and on my website, ABP TV. Now, it's about to get artistic in here.
Hi everyone, how is everybody doing? I am Alexandra Bellos here with Artistic Times in South Florida, enjoying, I would say, a cold night. It's not that hot, it's not that cold, but you know, we are south, so we are still enjoying the heat, even if it's the fall, right? And we're coming into winter, so that's great. I just wanted to introduce you all to Jessie Campo.
Hi.
My guest for tonight, this Wonder Woman right here. She brought me a couple of gifts, and I just want them. I want to share them with you. Of course, the light is not gonna let me. But you can go to my Facebook and check her albums out. She actually has 3 albums out, and she is going to focus on working on her 4th. Maybe to release it in 2016, the end of the year, or 2017 beginning.
Probably 2016. We want to try and see if we can put it in there for the Grammys again.
Amazing. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am doing fantastic. Life gets better every day. Every day.
That is awesome.
Working hard.
I had the opportunity to meet you at the Miami Web Fest.
Yes.
And you did such a great job just putting all the events together.
Thank you.
Jessie has a company called Javi Productions.
Javi Productions.
Because I don't know if it's like Javi, because you know in English people like...
Yeah, it's actually Javi Productions. The name comes after my best friend who actually passed away of AIDS, and he's an angel that watches over the company. So we named it after my dear friend Javier.
Oh,
so it's
perfect.
a slang for Javi.
Okay, perfect. So there you go. The short name for Javier, Javi Productions, and they put events together. They license music, and they...
Music production, event production, entertainment. Everything has to do with music.
That's
what it's all about.
That is amazing. And, I had the opportunity to listen to her performance on the award show, and it was awesome. I got to tell you, you got an amazing voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
And, anytime during the interview, you can go ahead and sing a cappella. Up to you. So no rush. Just later on, you're like, oh, let me sing this.
Up, bringing God into my life. Looking up, bringing God into my life. At last.
Wow, look at that. She has a powerhouse going on right here. You remember that CD from Christina Aguilera, where the Bionic one, where it says like the powerhouse, and it makes it look like a machine, and she's like a singing machine.
Right, right.
And that is exactly the image that comes to my mind when you sing, because so effortlessly
Thank you.
you're just, with the what do you call it, vibrato,
Vibrato,
vibratos, and just like all this wide voice. It's like very good. It's very good.
Thank you. That's actually the intro to my jazz album. It's the intro.
This one.
And what I just sang is it's a snippet that kicks off the album. The album is called At Last. And as a matter of fact, when I shot that picture and I sent it to a dear friend of mine, who's another singer here in town, Lennis, she said, "Oh my God, it looks like you're looking up into the sky. You need to do an intro on the CD." And I ended up creating that intro right there, right in the studio. And thanks to Lennis, who said, "You're looking up at the sky. You're looking up at God. You got to sing something that matches the picture." And so I did.
Yeah, it is a beautiful picture, I have to say. I mean, the CD looks very classy. I cannot wait to listen to all the songs and share it with my friends on Facebook. If you don't follow me on Facebook, remember that my name is Alexandra Bello, and I put everything publicly related to the show, related to any events that I'm promoting. Not necessarily my personal life or like, oh my God, I was eating over here. But I do put and share any events going on. I do a public post. And whether you're following me or you're my friend, you can see it. So I will be posting this album, which is the one that you're promoting.
Yes. I'm promoting that. Well, actually, that CD was 2013.
Okay.
And that was a tribute to my father, who is from the golden era of music. He is from the days of the Tropicana, when the Rat Pack used to go down to Cuba. Tony Bennett, Josephine Baker. And he actually performed with some of the greats of the Cuban era of music. I mean, he knew people like Celia Cruz. He knew people like Benny Moré and Rolando Las Series and all those great crooners from the Cuban era. And so, therefore, I did that as a tribute to Daddy because he loved those boleros. And I actually got a chance to sing with my dad, who's now 84, going on 85 next year, 84 years old.
Well, God bless him and God bless his soul.
Yes,
right?
he is amazing. I'm still performing and singing because of him.
So you're from Cuba, or are you second generation?
I'm second generation. I was born here in New York, and my dad is Cuban and my mom is from South America, from Chile. Yeah.
So how many times do you go back to Cuba? No?
I have not been to Cuba yet.
Oh, you have to go.
Have you been?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I am really, I want to go down there and just feel,
You can feel the art and the culture.
The culture.
When you visit.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. It's in there. I know it's in there.
Yeah.
So the passion, as Caribbean people, we have that passion. So being Latin American, the passion for music, the passion for art, the passion for everything that makes us feel alive.
That is awesome. Well, I want to let everybody know that we have a busy month. I mean, November has been very artistic, with a lot of events. I want to remind everybody that FLIF, Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival, is going on 2015. Nice. And we have seen already all kinds of actors from Hollywood attend. We have somebody on the phone. Bobby, how are you, Bobby?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very good. So you want to talk to Jessie Campo directly?
Yes, I do. I follow her everywhere. I've seen her many years from when she used to work at September's in Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Jessie has a fan. I hope that fan doesn't have a meeting later on tonight. So, what is your favorite song from Jessie?
I have a very important question for her. Actually, two questions.
Yes, I'm listening.
The first question is, where do you get your inspiration for your songwriting?
Well, my inspiration for my songwriting comes from my friends, relationships, experiences that have happened while being on the road. I actually got an opportunity to tour through Hong Kong and Singapore. At that time, I had a band called Jessie and Crossover, and my partner was Jason Beach.
I remember that band. That was amazing.
That was a million years ago. Yeah, no, not a million years ago, but yes. And so my business partner was Jason Beach at the time, and him and I put a band together that toured through all of Asia. Well, Singapore, Hong Kong.
Who was the drummer that had the mascara on his eyes?
I don't remember, but we had several drummers.
Nice. Bobby, remember to
He has
follow us on
beautiful eyes.
Facebook. Remember to follow us on Facebook so you can go ahead and get her latest album. And remember to like
Can I
our
ask the second
page.
question?
What?
The second question?
Another question?
Yes, go
I
ahead.
have two questions.
Go ahead.
Jesse, I have to ask you, where is my camel? My camel is very hairy. I lost my camel.
Okay. Actually, I never got a chance to go out to Morocco, but I did get a chance to ride elephants. I think at one time I posted it when I was traveling through Bali, and I got to be on elephants while I was in Bali. But yeah, that was one of my great experiences.
I
I
hope you
think
watched afterwards.
I posted that
Bali.
on Facebook.
I knew an elephant one time. They're very smelly.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Bobby. It was so nice to speak with you.
Thank you for calling, Bobby.
Thank you very much, Jesse.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. I want to remind everyone that if you want to call, just call 888-565-1470. We're here every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. You can also go to the website to watch us live. You just go to artistictimes.tv and you can watch this show every Monday night live and check the archives from other episodes that we have, that we have streamed before. We have a Vimeo channel. My Vimeo channel is ABPTV. I am also on Instagram and Twitter, ABPTV, and you can find out what I'm up to with the show, not only for the radio version, but for the little, video version that I put online.
Okay.
I go to events and I do interviews and then I put them online on Artistic Times TV. And sometimes I go out with Rachel Galvin and she interviews people for Artistic Times TV, which is what we were doing for FLIF 2015.
Oh,
it was very
great.
interesting.
Do you go to performances, live performances too?
I go to anything that involves art and interview the person of the night. Let's say the man of the night or the woman of the night.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, then I'd like to invite you.
Please invite everybody.
I'd like to invite everybody, actually. This Friday night, I'm going to be in the heart of Miami in Little Havana on Calle Ocho. That's 8th Street. And that's going to be over at Cuba Ocho Museum Performing Arts Center. The show starts at 10 o'clock. I'm going to be there with a live 7-piece band. Going to be doing jazz, smooth Latin, and a lot of my originals, soulful originals. So I hope that you come out to Cuba Ocho, and that is over on 6th. It's it's across from Tower Theater on 8th Street in Little Havana. But look it up, Cuba Ocho, which is Cuba, and then the number 8, or spell out Ocho, which is 8 in Spanish.
Awesome. So the show is
Friday night at 10 p.m.
And it's you or is it other?
Myself with my 7-piece band.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
it's a show
Big
about
show.
Jessie.
Yeah.
Come and support her directly.
Please come say hi.
Is there a cover to get in?
There actually is a $10 cover, and you should make a reservation if you want to get any of the tables that are up.
And it's completely worth it because you get to party for the whole night.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's a great venue because it's also a gallery and a museum, so there's a lot of history there, a lot of art there, and the owners, Jenny and Roberto, have taken this and made it a performance center for a lot of great artists here in our community. They support the arts. Like you have no idea. They're big supporters of the arts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is nice.
That is very important. I think art is so important. We are going to take a quick break and we're going to come back from commercials real quick, guys. Thank you.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. You're listening to Artistic Times with Alexandra Bello. Call into the show at 888-565-1470 and join us on the red carpet as Alexandra interviews and informs at WNN 1470 and ABP TV. Now, back to our show.
We are back. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Remember that you can watch this live on artistictimes.tv. You can also go to my website, alexandrabello.com, and go to the radio section and watch us live. We are coming live to you through Ustream, thanks to AMP2 TV and ABP TV. And you can also listen to us from your iHeartRadio app. Just go to your phone and go to iHeartRadio, then search for the station, which is WWNN, and make it a favorite. When you make the station a favorite every Monday, if you are following me on Facebook, I'm going to remind you that we are live at 7:30 p.m. And then just open your iHeartRadio application and go to your favorite station. Once you click play, it's going to stream live.
That is fabulous. I'm going to have to download you. I have an iHeart app, so I'm going to have to.
I know.
put
You're going to
you
start
on
using it
Yeah,
now,
I'm gonna
right?
start using it. Now I have a reason.
Exactly.
To listen to your show and see what artists you have.
Yes, every week we have somebody different related to art. It can be a published author, it can be a singer, songwriter, it can
Wow.
be a filmmaker, a director, a producer, and I'm trying to cover as many events as I can in South Florida to also put it on Vimeo on ABP TV. So I just want to remind everybody now. Now back to you, Jesse. Tell me a little bit about the single that you are promoting.
Well, the single that I'm currently promoting is from my Con Corazón CD. It's called You Leave Me Wanting More. And actually, that single is on Vivo. I've got a new video on Vivo that just got released in July. And it also plays on several radio stations. It plays on iVibe Radio. It's playing on internet, streaming on internet radio. You can buy it on iTunes. You can actually get it on Amazon, CD Baby. And it has a great... It's a great message. You've got to see the video to understand the song.
So You Leave Me Wanting More by Jesse Campo. Remember that you can follow Jesse on Instagram, Jesse_Campo, or you can go on Facebook, Jesse Campo Music. Now, besides your music that you are promoting and besides the events that you put together, through Javi Productions.
Right.
What else do you do for the independent filmmaking community, which is mostly my target audience?
Well, several things. Actually, every year, we're going on the third year, I've been assisting in producing events for the Miami Wet Fest, which is a festival and a conference for independent web series producers and directors that are trying to get their content onto Netflix or HBO or Hulu. And so basically, it's a great event. You meet directors and producers from all over the world. That's how we met.
Yes.
And so therefore, I find it such a great event. And this year, for the first time, they had a music segment in the conference, which they were actually, I want to invite all artists out there that have music videos to definitely go to MiamiWebFest.com and sign up, because there were maybe one local music artist from here, and most of them were from all over the world and outside of the United States. So I want to invite all the local musicians to definitely submit their music videos for an opportunity to win a prize and also get a trophy for the Miami Web Fest. It's at MiamiWebFest.com for the music videos, yeah.
And tell me about your connections. I know you're related to a couple of networks, high executive people. How is that relationship going? Do you do something with them in collaboration?
Well, a lot of the stuff that we do is, we right now are trying, a certain division of my company, Javi Productions, we are trying to get a lot of music that we have, because we produce music, we customize music for independent artists, for film, for commercials, for movies. So right now we actually have a dear friend of mine is about to release a movie which is called El Sueño. And actually we have music on that film that's going to be it's going to be a key factor in those moments in the film that are very touching, those moments that need the music to transport you to that feeling. Because I feel music is powerful when it comes to, when you're creating a film, if you got just the right song, it can take you and put you in that moment, not only visually, but through hearing the music, it puts you in emotionally, it transfers you into that moment. So I think music is really a powerful key. So right now we're working on, with key players in different situations and movies, we're working on getting a lot of our movies into TV. And actually, we have one song right now which is on hold. I can't say the name of the TV show, but it's a major TV show, and it's on hold and being considered for that TV show to
That is
air.
wonderful.
Yes. So
That
it's
is
it's exciting. It really is exciting.
That's awesome. Well, how about studio? Do you operate from a studio, or do you collaborate with different studios in Fort Lauderdale?
Actually, collaborate with different studios. The album that was considered on the shortlist for a Grammy was done at Red Rock Studios. That's out in Homestead. That's owned by Clay and Dorian, and we did the album Con Corazón there. And then we've also worked with Pete Mesiti, which has a studio here in Pompano. And most recently, I've been doing a lot of work with a studio called Studio 6 Productions, and we just got together for Veterans Day and wrote a song to thank all the veterans.
That is great.
And it was a great experience. The song is called Thank You. And it's basically just a way of saying thank you to all of our soldiers that have gone out there to fight for us, to keep us safe today.
That is very important. Isn't
Yes.
it wonderful when you get together with other people and collaborate and use art to send a message?
Powerful.
Yes,
It's
it is.
powerful.
It is
It's
very,
powerful and
very
makes
powerful.
And it makes such...
We have Care Bear on the phone. Let's-
Okay. I need to know
Hi.
a DJ named Care Bear.
Hi, Bear.
Hi, Jesse. I'm your #1 super fan. I love all your songs.
You do? How old are you?
Well, to say it's true, well, I'm 10.
You're 10 years old and you get to hear my songs? Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling.
appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you very much. So, let's talk a little bit about, what are your plans for the future year?
Right now, I'm working on my fourth CD. I've actually started paying it forward. I'm teaching students how to do artist development, artist performance, how to develop themselves at a young age. I've got about 4 students. They are around 15 years old, not 10 yet, but 15 years old. And I've got a couple of students around their 20s, early 20s. And what we're teaching them is how to develop themselves as an artist, how to find their voice, how to find their performance, how to find their presence, how to discover their writing capabilities, and how to discover their inner voice so that it's heard externally through what they want to write or the message they want to send.
Are you considering partnering up with a nonprofit or are you already partnered up with a nonprofit?
Actually, I'm closely partnered up with 2 nonprofits. One nonprofit is the Heavy Legacy Foundation, which actually my brother started that foundation. Every year they go to Miami to the area where they have a lot of the immigrant camps, and they still have some, where the people are still trying to transition to come into the United States and be here. And they give toys to children.
Okay.
And that happens December 19th this year. Every year. So they've been doing it for 5 years.
That's awesome.
And then I recently partnered up with a Glamathon, which is a great organization for breast cancer. And this organization doesn't just take the money and put it in an organization. They take the money and actually give it to women who need it. For example, if you had breast cancer right now and you didn't have insurance, they would tell you, go to the clinic, we've paid for it. That's it. If you're about to get evicted because you spent all this money on chemotherapy,
they pay it forward.
They pay your rent, they pay your mortgage, and then you are able to continue with your chemotherapy. So therefore, they're called Glamathon, and they're an amazing nonprofit. And I've been doing music for them, and we're doing an event I'm producing an event for them in February 10th,
wow.
called Tango Extravaganza. And
I cannot wait to go.
Oh, it's going to be fabulous.
And interview a couple of people
You're
here
going
and
to
there.
love it. It's going to transport you to a cultural experience of Argentina with street vendors and so many different things. There's going to be a show and dinner and tango and tango dancers and singers and lessons. And that's going to be February 10th. And it's going to benefit breast cancer. So we can kiss breast cancer goodbye.
That is wonderful.
Glamathon, yes.
And now that we just came out of October, which was Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And being Latina females, I don't know if you know that there's a high degree of breast cancer among, Latin women. So
I didn't know that.
yes, there is. And so definitely for you women out there, if you need to reach out to somebody, Glamathon definitely is there to help us women. And definitely it's a great organization that they gave almost like $85,000 to Broward Center Hospital, to the Women's Wellness Center.
That is great. And everything that we're mentioning here tonight, if you have a question, just hit me up on Facebook, Alexandra Bello, or just hit up Jesse Campo, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have another. So I want to know. That's the.
That's a stage name.
That's the stage name. That's the one that you should be looking for if you don't know her personally.
Absolutely.
Just add her, Jessie, Jessi, and then Campo, like Campos. Campo. So remember to add her on Facebook and follow everything that she does, because just like me, when Jessie is producing something, she's going to put it on her wall and you can find out what's up, and go to events, network.
I'd love to invite you to come out to actually, networking events. I also host, speaking of paying it forward, every last Tuesday of the month, I host a open mic for singer-songwriters. So they can come out in Hollywood. It's at Mystic Water Cava Bar. And every last Tuesday of the month, it starts about 9 p.m. You can sign up around 8:30, and you can come out and perform. You can perform as a spoken word artist. You can perform as a singer-songwriter. You can come and perform. I've even had comedians come out and perform. But you get to come and express your original talents.
That is
to
great.
the rest of the world. Try out your new things, your new songs, and share it with everybody.
I mean, for all of our filmmakers out there that go to Entertainment Tuesday I think it's every last Tuesday of the month, from 6 to 9, this is the next stop. Like, if you like singing and you're also a musician, when you're on your way north, stop in Hollywood and check this event out.
There you go. It goes till midnight, so you have no excuse.
No excuse, honey.
No,
I was late. It's okay. It's a Tuesday.
Exactly.
You're an artist anyway. You're not going to wake up till 9 a.m. So go ahead and enjoy till midnight, and then go to bed at 2, and then you're good. 7 hours is okay.
Exactly. Absolutely. We've done it. We've done it with less, haven't we?
Exactly.
Especially during Miami Wet Fest week.
Oh, yeah.
Or any film festival week.
No, we're actually getting ready to have a lot of interesting events next year. I know that Brian has you on board as the priority number one, because if it wasn't up to you, that wouldn't be what it was. So, Brian is amazing and he does his job, but you do your job.
He has a vision.
It's a great team.
I'm his Olivia Pope to execute everything and fix everything.
Yes. No. It was
and
wonderful.
make everything go smoothly. And I enjoy it. It's a great opportunity to meet so many wonderful directors and producers. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I enjoyed being part of it for the little time that I was, and I cannot wait till next year so we can.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we can even push it even higher.
Every level, the experience is going to become elevated to that ultimate experience. We want everybody to, every time they come to any production that Hobby Production is involved in, that they have that wonderful experience. It's all about having a great experience.
I just want to remind everybody before we leave that please check Jessie Campo online and follow her new single, You Leave Me Wanting More. It's on Google Play, on Vivo, on Spotify, and iTunes. And remember her production company, Hobby Productions. I am Alexandra Bello, and this was Artistic Times Radio. See you all and hear you later. Mwah.
Bye, Alexandra. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Alexandra Bello from Alexandra Bello Productions and Artistic Times Radio. Join us every Tuesday at 7:30 and get informed in the world of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more on the Red Carpet Fashion Show. Join us next week for more red carpet treatment of Artistic Times.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly